Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the month of May 2021. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you're unsure of your Sun, Moon, Rising signs, I left a link below for astro-charts.com, astrocharts.com. Not affiliated with them. I just like their layout, so that's the site that I use. But you can also Google what's my rising sign, what's my moon sign, that sort of thing. And there are so many sites that can help you out with that information. So again, this is for the month of May. This is a general reading for the collective. So take what resonates for you and leave everything else for others. If you need something more individual, I have my info down below for that. Unlike last month, I don't have any intentions set with the card. So if you saw the readings last month, I was like, this card represents, energy that's helping you. This card represents current energy. I didn't do that with any of this here, except for this, which is going to represent your energy. But for these 6 cards here, it's a story for the month. So there's no order to them. It's not like in time order. It's not first we're going to start with the 6 of Swords. The month is going to end with the 8 of Swords. It's just an overall energy and story for the month. I will go through each card, but again, it just works. It just all flows together instead. But like I said, the one intentional card we have is your energy for the month of May. And we have got the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, very, very secure energy, very stable, very practical energy. For some of you, this could be a reminder to take care of your practical matters and make sure like everything is organized and where it needs to be so that you can take this moment to just like sit and put your feet up and pet the dog because you're not worrying about, what project you have next or what needs to be done or, whether your bank account is looking good, you got everything nice and organized. Things are, you've got your T's crossed, your I's dotted, that sort of thing, so that you can have this moment of real relaxation. For others, this is about looking forward to having that energy and doing the work to get to this King of Pentacles energy. The King of Pentacles, somebody who's worked very hard, worked very diligently to get to where he is. And I do say that with some caution. I'm not a pull yourself up by the bootstraps kind of person. So that is not what I'm saying. It's not the energy of like, if you really want it, you'll work hard for it. I get that. But for some people, there's just dumb luck. And for others, there isn't. But, this is about what work you can do to bring yourself security and where you can focus that sort of attention. Additionally, the King of Pentacles is a very generous leader, right? He is, at the top of his game, but he's not egotistical about it. In this position, he's not a jerk about it. Somebody who's willing to help others out, whether it's with your time, whether it's with your talents, if you are able to be in a position where you financially help somebody out, you may find that is the story for this month, but it's being generous and giving of yourself without depleting yourself as well. The King of Pentacles has good boundaries. So for the month, we've got the 6 of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords. So you've got a lot of swords and pentacle energy, and then just one little cup, which is funny because, Cancer is very emotional. The cups are emotions, right? And then we've got swords, which are mental energy, and pentacles, which are very earthy and practical energy, very tangible. Swords and cups are like things like you can't feel, right? But pentacles are things that are like very realistic, like in your reality day to day. Anyway, so we've got 6 of Swords, Page of Swords, 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords, I like in this deck, a lot of times with the 8 of Swords, it's about being like caged up by your own thoughts. And that's true here as well. But one of the things that the authors like point out in this deck is that, there's a sense of indecisiveness and a need to just like cut the crap out and make a decision and move on from something. Eights like to, the number eight kind of likes to like move on, like move away from things. And you can find that you're really stuck in your own mind and need to make more of a decision or just be more decisive about things rather than wishy-washy, so that, you can get unstuck from this position and move on. And there is this energy that does want to move, because you've got the Six of Swords here. And the Six of Swords, again, is like moving on energy. It's deciding that you're sort of done with the bullshit and you want to move into something better. You want to just focus on something better. And you might not be in a position where you can just say, okay, I'm done, I'm leaving, I'm on my way, goodbye, but, making this commitment or making the decision inside to say, okay, like this energy just kind of needs to end. These thoughts have been kind of holding me back for a little bit too long, and I'm determined to make things a little bit better. I'm determined to move on. So quite a few of you, I think, are feeling, things have been hard. Things haven't been easy. It definitely causes you some anxiety, causes like worries, has you like stuck in like this Eight of Swords moment where everything that's going on in your mind is making you indecisive, just making you feel like you can't move on. Because whatever has happened, like situations that you've been in, or even people that you have dealt with, they've left you feeling like, if you make a decision, you worry, like, what if it's the wrong decision? What if it doesn't work out? What if I make a decision to move and it's the wrong choice for me? What if I make a decision to switch jobs and I hate it? So you're kind of stuck in this fear cycle, rather than really being able to move on and, get to a better point. It's like, that things need to change. That you need to cut ties. You want like some of this like mental heaviness to just leave you alone, but it's like, how do you start? Will you be supported? Is it okay? Right? And so the Six of Swords here is like, yeah, actually it is okay. You might have to cut some ties with people or situations. And even if you can't like physically get away at the moment, just telling yourself that like you intend to do that is very powerful energy. And so it might be time to think of ways that you can move on from, anything rough and, any of the bull crap that you're going through, and move on to something a little bit better. Usually with the Six of Swords, you're looking at somebody in a boat moving from rough water to calm water, so it's making decisions, to get yourself to that point. And, just saying to yourself today, all right, it might not look perfect. I might not be able to do things right away. I might need a little help, but I'm deciding today that I want to change. I'm deciding today that like, I don't want to be weighed down by like negative energy or people's negative crap or other people's words anymore. And I want to do what's right for myself to bring myself some security and happiness. And we've got the Page of Swords, who is a very inquisitive little guy, very much willing to be intellectually stimulated. And I feel for you with the Page of Swords, there's like this need to be more open-minded. Yeah. Be more open-minded, be a little bit more willing to see things differently and learn things a little differently than what you're used to. And I'm going to kind of leave it at that because it's very strong in my mind. Rather than going through anything more with the Page of Swords, it's just like I need to like be very, very open-minded because I think it's going to benefit you for this month. And we've got the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is very romantic energy and very dreamy energy, right? And for some of you, this could be somebody coming in your life that's just like, hey, baby, let's get together. I love you. I'm so wonderful. I'm an amazing person. I feel for a lot of you, though, it's actually your own dream state. You thinking about exactly, dreaming about how you want your life to be and allowing yourself to dream. Sometimes we're stuck in this Eight of Swords energy here and we're not allowing ourselves to dream because like the worry and the fear gets at us. So once you're kind of like cutting yourself from here, you're letting yourself dream again. And you're letting yourself hope again, and with the Knight of Cups comes a reminder that, once your head gets up in those clouds, remember to come down from it, remember to keep like a foot on the ground and be grounded in reality, but definitely allow yourself to dream about things, and that's linking in here too with this Page of Swords with having like an open mind. I really feel like overall there's a lot of changes afoot, struggles going on right now. And you may have envisioned that, things are supposed to look a certain way right now or in the near future, but it's obvious that like it's not happening that way for you and it's not going to happen for you that way. So it's about like cutting loose like those expectations and having more of like an open mind about, how things are changing for you and being more open to things working out for you, but just in a different way that you expected. So it may seem scary right now, and you may definitely be reluctant to meet that energy. But this is encouraging you to kind of like go with that flow, release your expectations of what you thought where you should be right now or where you should be very soon, kind of release that and allow things to be changed up a little bit, because you still have that like Six of Swords energy saying, some of that rough stuff is coming to an end, and we're moving forward, but it might look a little bit different than you initially thought. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. And just right away, when I laid those cards down, it was very simple to me, that you tend to be a very self-sufficient person, and you tend to rely on yourself a lot. And you think like, I can, whatever you're struggling with, whatever bothers you, you sort of bottle up, not even bottle up as much as you feel like you should just be able to do it on your own. Like that pull up from your boot, pull yourself up by your bootstraps energy, right? Like you don't want to trouble others by saying, hey, I need help. You don't want to appear any less self-sufficient. You want people to think that you are strong and independent, and you are strong. You are independent. You do have like a great work ethic, and with that work ethic, you're going to be able to like, reap those rewards. But sometimes you need to let your guard down and let other people in. And when you have those moments where you feel like you feel like things aren't working out, you feel like you don't have enough, even if you feel like financially strained, or you feel that you really need a friend, but you're so reluctant to reach out because you don't want to lose this like self-sufficient energy. This is encouragement to please, like, don't go at it alone. It doesn't make you any less strong. Sometimes the strongest thing that you can do is say help. Right? Sometimes the strongest and most self-sufficient thing that you can do is reach out and be like, I'm drowning here. I need help. I need somebody to support me. I need a little financial help. I need a little assistance. There's no shame in that, and you'll come back to this point where you're feeling, self-sufficient again, where you're feeling, a little bit more in your power again. But when you have those moments where you need somebody else and you need to be boosted up, there's no shame in reaching out and getting that help, because there are people around you who are willing to fulfill that role for you and who are willing to be there for you in that way. But they don't know that you need it, because they're looking at you going, wow, so, they're so independent, they do everything for themselves, yada, 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 because you're not letting that guard down. And then sometimes that just hurts you more than it hurts anybody else, so let people in. All right. But overall, nice energy for the month. We're going to round it out with an oracle card. So I did lie about no shuffling on camera, but we'll make this quick. Let's see who you got. And we have the cat. Gosh. It's like the King of Pentacles. Like everybody this week has been getting cat in individual and group readings. Anyway, says it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your overdependency on others. So what am I saying over here? 9 of Pentacles. Like don't be afraid to depend on others. And then cat. It's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your overdependency on others. But let me tell you about my cat who looks exactly like this. This cat can be very independent, but sometimes you need somebody to open that can for you, right? You know, sometimes you need somebody to open up that bag of kibble and, you know, pour a little bit in the dish for you. Sometimes you just need somebody to scratch your ears or scratch your butt, you know? So yeah, we're not losing that self-sufficiency. We're not losing that independence, but every now and then you just need to curl up in somebody's lap and have them pet you and tell you that everything is going to be okay, right? And, you know, again, there's also that sense of focused determination that comes with cats and that ability to know, you know, when to work and when to put your feet up, you know, like cats, they'll wander around the house, but then they see something they want, a toy they want to play with, and, you know, they'll stalk it, they'll wiggle their butt, and then they'll go for it. And then they also know, too, when it's time to just lay down in like a little spot of sun and relax. So, you know, there's a nice balance between like work and play with kitty cat energy. And there is a nice balance of self-sufficiency, but sometimes you just have to, you know, let go a bit and let somebody else, you know, hold you, let somebody else pick you up, let somebody else, you know, open that can of food for you and feed you, right? So nice energy for the month. Thank you so much for letting me read for you guys. Any questions, anything that you want clarified, just leave me a comment. I hope this resonated for y'all, and I am sending you lots of love and blessings for the month of May, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye.